Good morning, handsome. Good morning. You're not very talkative this morning? Nothing to say? Nothing to say? My baby. Good morning. What's on your hair in your face? Good morning. I have to get up and get ready for work. Nothing. No commentary? No commentary? Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Hello, little lady. Oh, good morning, love.
Hey guys, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. It is Vlogtober day 8. It is 14:43 in the afternoon. My report time isn't until 15:44, so I've got an hour and 1 minute to get into the airport, grab a coffee. I need a little energy. I sound very motivated. I sound very energized. I'm not too bad, but it's mostly because I'm excited to go back to work. I've missed my work. I've been off for 9 days, and I loved it. It was fantastic, but honestly, after 9 days, I wanted to come back to work. I missed my coworkers. I missed my passengers. I missed the ups, the downs, the little bit of turbulence. I miss all of that stuff, so I'm very much looking forward to going back to work today. I've got all 2-day trips this entire month. Today, I'm flying to Detroit. I've got a 13-hour layover there, and then tomorrow we're flying Detroit to Vegas. Then we do an Orange County turn as a penalty lap. I'm super excited to go back to work. By the time I get back from this trip, I'm going to know whether or not I have a line possibly, or if I should. I still have to decide whether or not if I have a crappy line or if I have reserve in base, because I live here in base. Which would I choose? The worst of the lines or reserve? I don't know. I'm gonna have, I'll make that decision when I have better information to draw on. But what else is going on? I think that's it. Let's go to the airport. I need a coffee, and let's go to Detroit. All right, see you soon. That's the only bag I'm taking with me for the trip. It's got my required items. It's got food. Got a bottle of water, it's got a book, some entertainment, my Sabbath heat, and a silicone bowl, as well as my tablet and all that stuff, and pockets full of just random garbage. I'm taking this one Ron bag. My parking spot is not too bad. It's really not that far from the airport. It's like halfway to Siberia. And I know somebody out there is going, Steven, what are you doing? You're in uniform on camera. So we were sent out a notice. I'm not sure if it was an email or a read file or something that said we're, oh, let me lock the car, that we're allowed to be in uniform on camera. We just have to be compliant and not break any rules, obviously not share any sensitive information, and also just try not to be a jerk, you know. So and you know, I adore my job, I adore the company I work with, and I desperately hope that we make it and we're good and everything's going to work out. So I'm proud to wear my uniform. I love wearing my uniform. So yay. So that, in case you're wondering, there we are. All right. Whew. It is very sunny, but it's cool. It's probably going to be 85 to, oh no, it's supposed to be 90 degrees today at the height. But 90 degrees in Las Vegas is nothing. It is in the 60s, if not low 70s at night. It's perfect. Beautiful weather here in Vegas. If you want to visit Vegas, now is the time. All right, let's get to the airport. A little caffeine. Something I'm a little worried about, nothing crazy. But, you know, with the government shutdown, TSA, I'm sure, is going to be a mess. But air traffic controllers are also affected by this. They're not being paid, but they are required to go to work. From what I saw in the news, a fair number of them are calling out, which I totally understand. It's a very stressful job. But so that's not going to affect the safety of our flights, but it may affect the frequency of the flights. In fact, they may have to slow down the flow from different airports to accommodate the number of controllers they have. So apparently there are a number of airports that are more effective than others, and Detroit might be one of them. So cross your fingers. It's not about worrying about being safe. It's just a matter of worrying about delays. The airport is deserted. There's no one in line. Crazy. All right. Well, of miracles, I did not get randomed. Very grateful. That just saves me extra time to get coffee. Hey guys, how are you? So obviously I'm at the airport. I just got my large iced coffee, milk and 4 sugars. Very excited. And a toasted coconut donut. Don't tell anybody. So super excited. I just saw a coat. Hold on a sec. All right. She keeps going. She keeps going. I just ran into a lovely, lovely woman who I adore. She is one of my coworkers, Carla, and she is going to be furloughed. She's one of our people we're going to lose, and she is such an amazing person, but also she's a light. She's a light in the world. And she's such a good flight attendant. And I ran into one of my coworkers who I'll be working with on this trip, who is also going to be furloughed. And he's just charming. He's got these eyes that look like he's a silent film actor. He could just, his eyes. Super, super nice. I'm looking forward to working with him for a little bit. But just seeing the two of them in the airport has made me has just given me one more reason to be so proud of my coworkers. So proud of my coworkers, because none of the people who are being furloughed that I've met so far have walked around raging, mad, this isn't fair, throwing fits, being unprofessional. They've shown grace under pressure, and in the face of such a huge loss. You don't get a job as a flight attendant just like becoming a cashier at a restaurant, or it's just not a job you just get. You have to really want it. You have to sacrifice everything for your job, especially when you're a junior, you're on reserve. You're missing friends, families, birthdays, parties, Christmas. You miss so much. You're working for pennies. You're working for nothing. And you're just used and abused by crew scheduling. It's not just a job that you get because you need a job. You have to want to live this lifestyle, and to have it pulled from under you. I know how I would be. I know how I would feel. I know how I would act. And none of them are behaving that way. And I just have to say, I'm so proud of my coworkers. So if you are going to be flying Spirit Airlines in the near future, just say hi and be nice to my coworkers, because you have no idea what kind of pressure they're under. I work with amazing people. I kind of want to cry, but yeah, it's a difficult time. But I've got coffee in hand. I've got about a half hour before I have to be at the gate. And so I will see you later in Detroit. Hey guys, how are you? I'm not sure why I'm so tired. I got a fantastic night's sleep. I did have lots of caffeine early, so maybe I'm crashing. It is 11 past midnight here in... Oh my God, what is going on with this bed? The edge is firm, but the minute you scoot back, you fall into a hole. That's weird. Is the other side like that? I can't sleep on that side. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, that side of the bed is broken. But worse things happen in hotel rooms, right? Glad I don't have a black light with me. So yeah, that's broken. Our flight was very nice. I'm working with a great crew. I'd say 80% of the time, it's me and 3 women. And my joke is always that I'm Bosley. They're Charlie's Angels, you know. But in this case, there are 3 gay men. I almost said gray men. There's 3 gay men and 1 woman. So it's kind of like the tables were turned. A lot of fun. Great crew. The whole crew is awesome. Our flight crew is great. Really, really enjoyed our captain in particular. Really, really, really nice. No standout experience during the flight except for one little child who was so beautiful I could hardly handle it. He was 3 years old, and he and his mom made these little things for us. He wanted to individually hand these out to each of the flight attendants. And look, it's a little ghost. He and his mom made with pipe cleaners and tissues, and there's a little dum-dum lollipop inside. And this one looks like she's dancing with her skirt, and isn't that fun? And the captain gave me his. He didn't want his little pink one. So how sweet is that? I like to I keep all of the things that especially children have made for me as a flight attendant here. But well, it's a lollipop. I'm not going to throw it in a box. So that's that. I am going to eat something because I'm starving. I ate a little something before going to work, but to my body, it's only 9 o'clock at night, 9:15. But here, of course, it's 3 hours later. So I'm going to eat a little something and then think about, I shouldn't go to bed right away because I'll have heartburn like you wouldn't believe. So I'll just kind of screw around on my phone for a little while, but I'll see you before I go to bed. Righty, I'm having more of this Trader Joe's fake Indian food. Well, it looks like vomit, but it's so delicious. It's peas and corn and big chunks of potato with a curry sauce, and I have it on top of some pre-cooked rice that I get at brown rice that I get at Costco. So I'm going to enjoy that thoroughly. Probably going to mix a little hot sauce into this because it's not that spicy. And then I'm going to try and stay awake for a little while to let that digest a little bit. If I just lay down and go to bed, I'm going to have wicked heartburn. So I'm going to enjoy this, stay up for a little bit, just doom scrolling on my phone, of course. This layover is only about 13 hours, so it's not really that long. I didn't take my laptop with me. So I just fart around on my phone for a little while, wake up when I want to, and then I'm taking the 12:30 shuttle, I think, to work tomorrow. We're going to be flying to Vegas, and then we have an Orange County turn, so it shouldn't be too bad. I'm working with a great crew, so I'm looking forward to it. And our plane is supposed to be completely full tomorrow. That'd be really nice. I think that's it. I will see you tomorrow. I'm sorry Vlogtober today wasn't terribly exciting, but that's my life. I will see you tomorrow. All right, fly safe. Bye.